Hello, this is Daniel Raymond, the voice behind Ray's Guide, and imagine my amusement when right after I had completed a video regarding testing torpedo bombing in 3.14.0 PTU, there comes a sprint report from CIG testing gravity bombing with an eye towards coming up with a bombing operator mode, which for simplicity I will just be calling the Bombsight for the rest of this video. And anyway, in creating that other video about torpedo bombing, I have been thinking a lot about the Bombsight and how it should be implemented, and I thought that I would share it with the hope of contributing to the discussion at CIG. Also, to reuse my B-roll for a second video. First, I'll talk about my thoughts about gravity bombing in general, then my thoughts about the design criteria for the Bombsight, and then my specific ideas. So to start, bombing in general. First, any ship capable of equipping missiles or torpedoes in external or internal racks should be able to equip gravity bombs of the same size. Ships with missiles in tubes cannot, since without propulsion nothing will cause the bombs to leave the tube. Second, bombs do comparable damage to missiles and torpedoes of the same size, but have a substantially larger area of effect. Third, so the main reasons why iron bombs might be chosen for a mission is A. No minimum range, other than blowback. B. No EM or IR signature. C. Large area of effect. D. Cheap. And E. Utterly unaffected by countermeasures. Fourth, bombing in the game should be able to allow multiple specific tactics, including dive bombing, level bombing, and hover bombing, which actually has historical precedent. In the First World War, Zeppelins dropped over 5,000 bombs on southern England. Next, the Bombsight mode. First, the Bombsight should be mostly similar to missile operator mode. Second, the Bombsight should work similarly in both single pilot mode and in a pilot-bombardier combination gameplay. Third, the famous Norden Bombsight of the Allies in World War II, despite its deservedly legendary status, is a poor model for the game. The reason is that there is no role for the pilot in the execution. The pilot for the Norden Bombsight just put the plane in autopilot. The Bombsight interfaced with the autopilot, and the pilot had nothing to do but wait and worry until the bombs were all released. In other words, zero gameplay for the pilot. Fourth, so in the two-player mode, rather than the Bombsight taking control of the ship, the Bombardier's Bombsight will inform the pilot how to steer, and the pilot will execute. It keeps both of them in the game. Fifth, if there is a pilot-only mode to the Bombsight, why have the two-player version at all? Because, for most of our ships, particularly the Hercules, below-the-horizon visibility is terrible. Sixth, what about ships that have no dedicated bombardier position, like the Retaliator or the Constellation? For those ships, the most forward underbelly turret should double as the bombardier station. And now the specifics. First, in single pilot mode, the Bombsight, apart from changing the right side display from the guns of the bombs, simply replaces the gun aiming pip to a ground aiming pip. The ground aiming pip is simply a ballistic calculation based on the current vector, altitude, and gravity where the bomb will hit the ground. If you're moving fast and the ground is irregular, expect the ground bombing pip to be doing a lot of bouncing around. The ground bombing pip will be visually different. I suggest a circle surrounding crosshairs. In addition, there will be a force level toggle, which will do exactly that. Set your pitch to 0 degrees and hold it there, which you would use if level or hover bombing is what you're trying to accomplish. Fourth, for the bombardier seat, the Bombsight functions like a remote turret. You interact to enter Bombsight mode, and your viewpoint is changed to the viewpoint of the Bombsight. Scroll wheel will change the tilt of the lens, shift scroll wheel will change the magnification of the lens, and the force level function will also be available to the bombardier. When the bombardier aims at the point, pilot will see on his HUD a dotted version of the ground bombing pip. The pilot then needs to steer to put that dotted version of the pip dead centered with his ship. If force level flight is enabled, he will only be able to center it side to side. Sixth, for a typical bombing level run, the bombardier would set force level function, aim for a point straight forward but well in front of the target, and then when the forward motion of the craft puts the pip on the target, releases the bombs. And that's my thought about how the Bombsight mode would work for Star Citizen. Finally, of course, an update on the ship giveaway. As of recording, we are at 58% of the watch hour goal to trigger the award of the winner's choice of either an RSI Scorpius or a Gaytech Raylan. One entry per video, be a subscriber, and a comment, including somehow the secret word. And the secret word for this video is, what dropped 5,000 bombs during World War I? Fly safe, keep it real, and I'll see you in the verse. This is Daniel Raymond for Ray's Guide.